Launching my first offer, it really felt like a big step forward for me, but I got in my own way. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what has worked, what hasn't, and how I'm learning to move through my own resistance. When I started my offer, it was just that excitement, right? I was so excited, but at the same time, I was proud of myself for even taking that first step, right? But you're going to see me look this way because I have my notes written down because I want to make sure this video is quick and I just run through everything, right? So first I'm going to talk about the progress that I made. Like I said, I took that first step. I put my offer out there. I put myself out there. And I talked about this in my last video. I actually received a response, right? So someone responded, they filled out a form. I have a Google form that I created for them to just fill out some brief information, and then I'll go from there, and then we'll have the call, right? So they contacted me, sent in the form, and I responded. So I sent them the first email, thank you for filling out the form. And in exchange for a free testimonial, you can schedule a call so we can, start your first step session. Boom, sent the email. Probably 3 days later, I didn't see that they responded. I checked every day just to make sure. But on the third day, I said, let me send a reminder email. So I sent another email. No response. I'm not for sure if it went into their spam because it's coming from my business email address. I'm not for sure, but it probably went into their spam. And so a challenge was me kind of going back and forth, like, how many times should I actually reach out to this individual? Because I just don't want to keep going, just sending emails all the time. I wouldn't say that was a real big challenge, but I was kind of on the fence of how many times should I send the email. And for me, I believe it should be at least 3 times. Like if they haven't responded, then you keep going. So I had that momentum going, right? And I work for my friend in her business. Like she's real business savvy, right? This is where the challenge is about to come in for me. I told her about the offer, and she was like, yeah, I saw on Facebook, that she was doing the offer. She was like, it's really good and I love it. So we were talking on the phone and she was just like, okay, I got something for you. So I was like, oh, okay. So she ended up sending me a different type of offer, right? So when she sent it to me and I looked through it, like it was a lot of pages, right? But it was really, really good. And I was grateful that she sent it to me, but it was kind of like going more in depth of coaching someone. And so that's what I said when I looked through it. I said, oh, this look like is exactly coaching, like life coaching. And I was like, at first when I created the offer, I didn't think of it, in that manner that I am offering life coaching. And I wouldn't say that it intimidated me when I was looking at like all the questions, because it go really in depth. It probably was like 15 to 20 pages, maybe, just going in depth and helping individuals be able to get to that next step and helping them identify what possibly could be holding them back. So I told her, I said, I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous. And she was just like, don't be nervous. And I was like, well, in my mind, I was thinking that I wanted to start off kind of slow, right? Just to get my feet wet. So the plan was to have the free offer and then get 2 or 3 testimonials for the free offer. And then I can move into the paid offer, which will be $100. We get on the call for 30 minutes. Think about 30 minutes, probably 45 minutes, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And I can help you I wanted to see if my 3-step process can assist someone, and it also the way it helped me. So that's what it was about. And I was just like thinking to myself, like, that's a big leap, starting from the basics to getting really in depth. Then I started questioning myself, but I had to remind myself as well that I also have these life experiences that could possibly, I said possibly, help someone. And so she was just like, if you're going to do a business, start off doing it big. Just go ahead and jump into it. And I was like, yeah, I get what you're saying. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. But then the more I thought about it, the more I kind of like pulled away from it, because I was on the fence of what I should really do. I still will post about the offer here and there just to see if someone else, wanted to apply and try it out. But then I also start seeing that dwindle down because I was stuck. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm going to say this. The first step session is to help you get started, right? And to identify what's holding you back. And so also I started thinking in my own mind, like, okay, I'm trying to assist other people, but I'm in this space and I'm in this moment where I'm stuck. I'm talking about I was stuck for about 3 weeks. And I was just in that part, like the more I thought about it, that was also having me to have resistance. Like, I was getting in my own way. It's nobody's fault but mine, and I take responsibility for that. And it was just like, oh, I'm overthinking, all these intrusive thoughts. Like, I let that get to me. So I was like, well, how can I offer this to somebody and I'm stuck? So I had to move through that. And how I moved through that for myself is I started over with my own steps. I sat down, I was honest with myself, I had a conversation, and I wrote down the things that I was letting hold me back, which was not making those decisions, overthinking, letting those intrusive thoughts come in and take over, right? And so when I identified that, I said, okay, already know what to do. Just go ahead and move and do it. And I'm going to say one last thing. Even someone who's established or successful, however you want to put it, they have those times where they are stuck as well. And so they have to, sit down and probably do some self-reflection, whatever it may be, take a couple of days off work to clear their mind. And that's what I didn't do. Like, I didn't take the time to just slow down, because I'm going to my regular 9-to-5, I'm working with my friend in her business, and then I'm trying to get this other part of my business going. It was just like I was being pulled too many ways. And so I didn't take the time to just sit down, clear my mind, and really hone in on the things that are important to me. So that was the lessons and how I am adjusting to everything. And so it's a learning experience, and it's a lesson. And so I'm not embarrassed about it, or I'm not ashamed about it, going back to the fact, like, how are you offering somebody something and you didn't work through your stuff? And which I did. Like I said, we all human. We have those times where we moving too fast, or we may not know what to do in that moment, and sometimes that stop all of us. And so the next step is for me to start again. That's the beautiful thing about being here every day and being present, right? Is we have the ability to start over. So I'm not going to down myself. I'm not going to get, let these intrusive thoughts continue to come in. I'm going to make that decision and stand behind my decision. So my decision is I'm going to still start off with the free offer, because at first, like I told you, I didn't know if I was going to do the free offer or go in depth with the big paid offer, which would be more than the $100, and then it would be coaching calls and everything. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the free offer as I did before. I've already started putting myself back there on social media just to get everything going back. And you know what? I still feel good about it. I still feel good about my offer. And just to let you know before I end this video, my first step offer is providing you clarity, right? So anything that you feel like you stuck on or you probably need assistance with, you can book your first free step session in exchange of a testimonial. The call is 30 minutes. You can schedule your call. I have a Calendly link and everything, and I will put everything in the description where you can book your call to see how it is. Like, I'm not afraid to, speak to different people and get to know where they're at and what they're trying to do. And I know that I can be an assistance to you. So we can take your business or maybe your ideas or however you are feeling to the next level, just to identify those things that has been holding us back. And I said, I want to see if this actually works for somebody else, because it worked for me. Not saying that it's going to work for a lot of people, but it's going to work for who it really needs to work for. So that was just something quick. I wanted to give you guys an update. Like I said, I will put everything in the description. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, because I respond. Most of my videos, I don't have no comments, but guess what? I still pin something right there. So if somebody come, they could see it. But I would love for you to comment. If you feel like the first step free session could possibly help you, hit me up, book a call, and I can tell you more about it and we can walk through it. Thank you for tuning in and listening. I appreciate y'all. All right, peace.